If you had one message for world leaders today about partnering with youth, not just listening but sharing power, what would that be?
Thank you very much. Well, good morning, everyone. After Mr. Secretary General bold decision of speaking from the heart, I'm gonna look very bad if I read the speech I made today. So I'm gonna try my very best. I'm gonna follow some notes that I have, so I'm gonna cheat a little bit. It's gonna be our little secret for you. Well, first of all, I'm very happy to share with you that I'm not alone today. Mrs. Alexandra Grechavnik is coming with me. We were both part of the Satyarthi Summer School in India, and it's a great honor. I would like you to give an applause as well for Alexandra. Okay, well, Excellencies, distinguished delegates, and colleagues, it is a great, immense pleasure to be here with you all. I cannot share, it's very difficult to say in words how nervous I am right now. Well, following the question, sometimes I bet you all heard sometimes at some point that my generation is called the Crystal Generation, yes? And people gave us this name, and sometimes I was talking with Alexandra that I prefer to be identified or marked as someone sensitive, fragile, and easily offended than be made of stone and let pass a lot of inequalities that exist in our environment. Thank you. We are a generation of change. We are trying to break a lot of injustices that have been perpetuated for a long, long time. In my mother tongue, Spanish, the word compasión is something that is almost sacred. We were taught that only Jesus Christ is compassionate. So what we're doing today, people from all around the world, believers or non-believers, we're trying to globalize compassion. I don't want it to sound like something not normal, sorry, but something that can be achievable, yes. Following this, from Mr. Kailash Satyarthi, I get to learn that compassion is something that we all can do, and sometimes we confuse that with empathy. But compassion is to act, not only feel the pain of others, but to act in order for inspire a change. What can I say? I want to share with you a very personal story. My grandfather was born in a very poor rural community in northern Mexico in the state of Chihuahua. And he decided to leave his home with nothing but himself. And because he wanted more, he wanted to achieve goals. He wanted a different life. So he took the risk, abandoned his house, and started working as a painter, started working in whatever thing he could. And sometimes even he got a job in an ice cream shop in Mexico. And the only place he could sleep at was in the cold room of the fridge shop, yes. So after many years, he became a veterinarian, is the word? Yes. He achieved that, and he promised himself that he was gonna push his children to pursue a career. And that's why all my 5 aunties and uncles are now professionals. And they are very excited, very happy to have had this amazing kind of mentality in the family. 2 generations later, his grandson, myself, is here at the United Nations General Assembly, sharing this stage with such important people from all around the world. In 2019, I have the privilege of getting to know Mrs. Carman in Mérida and Mr. Satyarthi in Mérida as well. And I was seated into the crowd, very excited for the opportunity of being there and learn together with them. And 6 years later, to be able to be here, maybe you can see just me, but for real, my whole family, my friends, my grandfather is standing with me today. So I would love to focus compassionate action in education, compassion in education. Here in this room are some of the most influential people on the planet. So I would love to invite you all to really get every children. I know it sounds difficult, and I know it's difficult to give children from around the world the opportunity to study. But as someone said, if you don't have books, if you don't have access to technology, to information, it's almost impossible to learn. I bet everyone in this room had the privilege of studying something, and that's why it's important to recognize our privilege. Both of my parents are university teachers, so I had that blessing. I have that blessing. Sorry. Perhaps 2 generations from now, the grandson of a refugee child or the granddaughter of a farmer could be standing right here at this stage, not speaking about inherited pain, but about conquered hope. That is the power of compassion, and that is the task of our generation, the so-called crystal generation. I'm very excited to share with you all, to finish my participation today, that my family and we decided, I just met with Asmita today, so I didn't have the chance of talking about this, but we're deciding to throw our very own family foundation in Mérida, in Mexico, with our resources. So anytime you are in Mérida, please let me know, because you're gonna be able to see what we're doing, and we could celebrate with some tacos and tequila as well. So thank you very much for this opportunity from the deepest of my heart.